So as soon as I see your tarot, feeling tarot. Okay, adding you as a moderator. Beautiful. I'm on live. Okay, so we are going to do a little life path reading. Life path reading. And we are excited. And, okay. And when you're ready. So we're doing life path readings, and these are very important. Life path readings is not what you think. For some reason, people have simplified it to look like it's a 9, you're a life path 9, you're life path 10. Who cares? A lot of people are that. What is important is when you look at the nitty gritty of the details of your life path, which is, I'll give you mine. My life path, the day I was born is the 18th. And the 18th is spiritual material conflict, okay? So the 18th is something I had to work through in this incarnation. I had to continuously follow my heart and not be pushed by other people's idea of what was important in this incarnation. Marrying a wealthy man, pursuing wealth over joy. Things of that nature were part of my challenge, and I finally have crossed the Rubicon where 18 became 9. Co-creating with the universe, 9 is God's master number. It's a wonderful number, and I finally earned my brownie points to be a 9 vibration, not so much an 18 anymore. There is no spiritual material conflict. If it doesn't feel right, I won't do it. I don't care if there's $1 million on the table, and I know you might think, oh, there's no way. No, there is a way, because for me, it's not going to happen unless I feel good. So if you want me to read your life path number, it's $15, and I'm going to give you the Cash App and the Venmo, and you guys can, and I will happily do it. And what you can do is send me that, and once I confirm, I'll go ahead and do your reading. But so, for example, so mine is 5/18/1962. It comes out to 23 and 32. Why 23 and 32? Because I added with the 9, 1962, and then I removed the 9, and I get 2 stories. Is the life path 23 and 32 at the end? No, it's a 5. But the story behind the 5 is the 23 and the 32, which is interesting, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to explain to you, the last time I did this, I did Jim Morrison, and I did his lady, Pamela. And so if you want to do, let me see if I can pin this. I don't think I can. If you want a life path reading, let me know, okay? And it is a fundraiser. We're raising funds to move to upstate New York to the Healing Farm. And we're excited, and we're hoping to open it up to people like teenagers at risk, and also heal the healers. That's a big deal for me, to heal the healers. So let me see if I can pin this comment. So yeah, so if you're interested, let me know if you want a reading. Okay, you would love one. Okay, so let me send you. Can you actually write? Can you go ahead, because I made you a moderator. So can you? Okay, so let me give you Venmo, which is Tony Barca 9, and I'm on my computer so I can verify. And if you want Cash App is Sacred Intimacy. It's just simply Sacred Intimacy Tarot. It's the same as what you see here. And let me just give that to you. It's, it's all together, it's not apart, but for some reason and I really don't want to waste a lot of time, but let me give that to you right here. So if you're interested, that's what you would do. Would love one as well. Oh, wonderful. Okay, let me give it to you. Okay. So let me respond to you. So Venmo, and you can put your birth date, yours and your twins, or yours or another person, so that you can see what's going on with the energy, what you were born. In other words, what happened, when you were incarnating, and what you decided to do. And then I'll go ahead and set it up for you. So Sacred Intimacy Tarot Intimacy, tarot. It's all one word, okay? Just don't ignore the separation, please. Let me try to see if I can't put it together. So, and let me know. And as soon as I get confirmation of your payment. So what does 23 mean? Let me just continue. What does 23 mean? 23 is the line of the Magi. Now, here's the irony. This is something I come across. I'm so fascinated by this. It's amazing. Because 23 is the line of the Magi. And in my case, my North Node is Leo. In my case, which I never knew until like last year. I'm not joking. I never, I love astrology. Don't get me wrong. But it never occurred to me to look in my North Node. Never. And my high-level soulmate was a Leo. And I have a Leo tattoo. I have one tattoo, but it's of a lion in battle. Okay? Crazy. And I got this tattoo lion when I was 25 to honor my husband, who is a Leo. And it's weird because all of it, these numbers are insane. I've seen my twin and I, he's an 11, which is the muzzled lion. That's what it like when I look, I'm sorry if I sound excited, because when I look at how these numbers tell me so much about people's connection with each other, it drives me like I'm like beyond. So here I am, actually. Let me use me as an example. I'm a 23, right? Line of the Magi, one of the best numbers you can get. But my life path is 5, big deal. Anyway, listen to this. And my twin, is 11, muzzled lion. That's his life path. When we combine our numbers, 11 plus 6, which is 11 plus 5, 11 plus 5, which is 16, which in tarot is the tower. What does the tower mean in tarot? It means going up, success, and collapsing. Going up through the levels of success and collapsing again and again and again and again. And so it can be very disheartening because the energy, you would think, oh my God, I never win. With my twin, him and I, we never win. We can never be in union. It'll never last, right? But then when you transmute 1 plus 6 into 7, see, this is how you read life path numbers. This is how you do it correctly. When you do 1 plus 6 equals 7, 7 is Neptune. It's feelings. It's connected to Neptune. But most importantly, it's the journey. And now you're no longer in this woe is me. I'll never win. I'll never be in union with my twin. In my case, with him. It's the journey of progression. And now 7 transmutes and transforms into the phoenix, burning, collapsing, and rising bigger and bigger and bigger. And so when you see things from a different viewpoint, from the eagle's eye view, right? One, you become more compassionate and patient on your journey, and you no longer live out the 16 tower, okay? Which, by the way, in Kabbalah numerology, 16 is also the tower. That's why I love numerology, because a lot of it is connected to tarot, which I adore. It's sometimes when tarot is well read, it's like reading the newspaper, like reading the hieroglyphs. I swear to God, it's pictograms in action. But the combination of numbers and combining that with the wisdom of tarot, right? Numbers and tarot, it can be very powerful. And that's why I don't like to do a twin flame reading unless I'm allowed to do a the numerology. To me, that's like the foundational reading. That's like the foundational piece. So if you've sent, please send me your confirmation if you've done it. Thank you. So let me know if anyone is looking to do that and what you'd be using. Let me know if you want a reading right now. Let me see, what else can I tell you? So the Life Path 5 it's interesting because I didn't explain 32. 32 is massive communication with the public. It's the ability to communicate. It's very similar to 14, but it's even more powerful. You send Cash App. Okay, let me see, Sonia G. Let me look at your Cash App. Let me log on and see real quick. And hopefully you send me your information. And I'll keep your birth date private. Don't worry. I won't say it, but I will give the life path number. Okay, so did you... Okay, so great. Okay, perfect. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so 20... I have to tell you the number. Okay, so 27 is the scepter in Kabbalah numerology. But remember when I said I'm in 18, spiritual material conflict? Well, guess what, Sonia? You're 27. You're the scepter. There is no fucking conflict. It's all fantastic. It's all beautiful. It's all like, basically, it is one of the most fortunate numbers, except for 23, 24, 27 kicks ass. You've been divinely blessed. So hang on for a quick second. Give me a second because I want to go ahead and do some additions to the whole of your birthday. And the way I'm going to do it, Sonia, is I'm going to do it with the nines, and I'm not going to say what that means. And so with the nine, and you have a lot of nines in your chart. Holy shit, you're a Pisces. My son's a Pisces. My mother was a Pisces. There's something beautiful about Pisceans. All right, beautiful. So let me do this. So you're a 9. You're 27, the scepter. I want to make sure you understand that. By the way, I'm going to upload this video on YouTube, so if you want to download it or whatever, rock on, it'll be there for you, okay? All of you who do this. 27, the scepter, spiritual gifts, karmic gifts. It may not bring you money, right? In other words, 24 gives you love, money, and power. But 27, if you are spiritually aligned with God, source, what, however you like to refer to the one who created us all, the one of 1,000 names, okay? If you connect with that through the scepter energy, which is your magic, it's absolutely your magic, then at that point, financial abundance is a no-brainer, because I've started to call money tofu money. What does that mean? If you've ever cooked with tofu, you know that tofu is this energy, right? This food that whatever you put in it, it tastes like it. Money is like tofu. If you're afraid of money, if money is the root of all evil in your mind, and all the malarkey and nonsense that has been talked about money. Can you answer, Sharon? Oh, brilliant. If money is the root of all evil, then that tofu, the energy of money, like tofu, will become that for you personally. So 27 is this incredible, beautiful gift you were given when you were born. Okay? And it's, okay, and I'll get to you in a minute, Sharon. And this energy of 27 gives you, if you really connect with source and to your higher your light being team, your soul, your higher self, and you shut your monkey mind down with mantras, right? Money will be a side effect. It will flow to you like water. I'm actually not joking. I mean that quite literally, like water. Like water. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish. So I'm not going to say out loud the year you were born. I'm going to go ahead and calculate it. And just know that I'm calculating 2 numbers. So you've got the month, the day. We just discussed your day in depth. And I'm adding the year. And that comes out to 37, okay? And 37, okay, is interesting because 37, when you take it down to the double digits, let me give you the 37, what that means. It speaks of a very sensitive nature. It speaks of someone who is fortunate with relationships. It's not so much that you're a good communicator. I'm not going to say that to you, but that you make people feel good around your presence. Sexuality is very free. Sexuality is very free, meaning very organic, very trusting. Harmony in partnerships. Now, you may say to me, well, no, but I'm having a lot of problems. And I would say to you, yes, it's called life experiences. So let me back up on this. Okay? When people have fortunate numbers, as you do, okay, it doesn't mean that life challenges are not going to happen to you. You're not going to be walking on water, untouchable, okay? What's going to happen is that you're going to have life experiences to bring you to a level to ground your ego down to dust. And that egoic grounding, grinding down is good. And when you come out as a phoenix rising, you're going to be a much better human being. Okay, that doesn't mean just because you have fortune in numbers doesn't mean you're not going to have life experiences like missing your plane, breaking your leg skiing, being homeless even. Okay, but unlike other people, the homeless, and I'm using this as an example because there are 3 actors, Hilary Swank, who was homeless in her car, won an Oscar. The African gentleman in Gladiator, beautiful man who was homeless in the metros of Paris for 7 years. For whatever reason, they needed that experience. Because what they were about to hit was such great height of success that they needed their egos, whatever was left that might have been arrogant and turned into something deviant or wrong, had to be ground to dust, right? So that when success came, they would not be destroyed by it. Meaning destroyed by it becoming, a-holes. I'm just being real. So I'm not, but people communicate everything to me. Yes, Sonia, exactly. Okay, so that's 37. Okay, I want to make sure. Now 37 is 10. And 10 is the wheel of fortune in tarot. It's the wheel of fortune in the Kabbalah numerology. And 10 is Isis, Osiris, the balance, the yin and yang. There's no middle ground. There's either this, left or right, east or west. There's a lot of creativity. There could be tragedy if you're not careful in balancing your masculine and feminine side. And ultimately, there's a feeling that when the wheel of fortune for you turns down, which it does for everyone, you're not being punished, you might fall into the trap of thinking that, woe is me, what have I done wrong? Instead of saying, thank you for the silence, or thank you for this stagnation. I know that there's wisdom here, and I will sit and wait until the doors open again, portals open again. That's 10. Lastly, 10 is 1. So if I'm doing this correctly, right? Your life path number, I'm going to do it again just for the hell of it, just because I always do it twice, life path number for you, okay, is 1. That's ultimately your number. But do you see why I do all these steps? Do you understand why I have to travel the path of the multiple numbers? Because without it, you'd be like, oh, well, I'm a 1. Who cares about the 1? The wisdom is in the double digits. That's where all your story lies. So when you were about to incarnate, they asked you, what do you want? Give her whatever she wants. And they gave it to you. And if you're not living your power, and you're not living your truth, there are 2 reasons why it's happening. Your false ego, your monkey mind thinks that, well, I never have luck with men. I never have luck with love. I never had luck with money. Money always is, money's evil. Just, I don't want money. I have nothing to do with money. All of these things are a pre-programming issue that you've had from this life and past lives, number 1. Number 2, you need to clear that shit up. Because you were given everything a person can give. Think of Sleeping Beauty. She had the little fairy godmothers, and then there was the final wish to make sure she got out of the shit show that the evil witch was going to put her in. You don't even have that. They gave it to you. They handed you gold. So 37 is 10, 10 is 1, 1 is the sun. And what does the sun mean? It means power. It's the best number in Kabbalah. It's one of the best numbers because it's the sun. It's healing. It's clarity. It gives life. It's a life force energy. And so, Sonia, that's basically what you were given. Okay? So that's not to beat yourself up and going, fuck, I don't understand. Like this is really hurting me, and I'm not sure what can I do to move out of this funk, right? Let's say you're in a funk. Ask help. Ask them. Say, help me. God, help me. Source, help me. Universe, help me. Yeshua, help me. Mary Magdalene, help me. Krishna, Radha, help me. Buddha, help me. Show me the way. Angel Michael, help me. Ask for help. I don't give one F who you ask for help, but ask for it. and sit and wait. Because once you give the universe permission to escort you to what you pre-agreed before you ever took on this incarnation, once they see that you trust them, the door's open. I kid you not. So let me send you, Sharon, I'm sending you my Cash App and my Venmo, and it's Sacred Intimacy Tarot. And Sharon, if you want, you can also Zelle me if you prefer. It's whatever you want. Just let me know what you're doing. Okay. Just hang on for a quick second. That's it. All right. So, any questions on that? Oh, God. Hang on for a quick second. So, any questions on that? Oh, God. Hang on for a quick second. I just gave you on the reading. Yes, it was beautiful. It was, because your numbers are bloody amazing. 27 is it's a kick-ass number. And mine is 18, which is 9. But did you see how my story is different from your story? Did you see that? Completely different. So yeah, no, you're very blessed. So 37. Hang on. Let me do it again. Without the 9s. Okay, I'm gonna take out the 9s. Let me do it one more time. Bear with me, because we did 37. I was so excited about your number, I forgot to fucking do part 2. Hang on for a quick second. Holy shit. This is my passion, guys. Like, I will never retire. Like, I will never retire. So guess what? I love this. You're 19, Sonia. So you're 37 and 19. So when I take out the 9s, you're at 19. Okay? And 19 in tarot is the sun. Remember, we talked about that. 19 is the sun. 19 is the Prince of Heaven in Kabbalah numerology. It's a fantastic... In other words, girl, if you're fucking struggling, what the hell's going on? We need to talk, because there's no reason why you should be struggling. None. You were given the golden keys to the abundance of love, health, and wealth. You were given those keys. So you might be working through lineage, family lineage, and or your own monkey mind, or a combination of both, and also some scars from past lives that are still trailing behind you. Like, you know what they're showing me? Dirty cans of food on string. Like, you know, these old wedding, you know, when people would get married, they would string old cans of food at the end of their cars, something from the 1930s or 40s. Yeah, that's not how you're supposed to handle some scars. Some scars from past lives is this. You either do a hypnotherapy session and you heal it. You get downloads of past life, or you heal it, but you let it go. Yes, absolutely. Let's talk soon. All right, Sharon, did you send your number, your numbers? Did you get the information? Let me know. Okay. Actually, no, Sharon, you can do Zelle. I'm using Zelle again if that's what you want. And if you have my number, so you can use Zelle. Okay, if you want, just let me know. Who else is interested? Who else is interested? Okay, so while we wait to see who else is interested, let me go ahead and let's look at the date of birth of Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette, the French queen. Yeah, so... Okay, so hang on. No, I have this. Not finding you on my Zelle. Do you have my last here? Go ahead and use my email. And then I'm going to give you my full name. Womb Temple Healing. But Womb Temple Healing at gmail.com. At gmail.com. Hang on, okay? I'm sorry, I'm trying to type this in. Or use the last 4 of my phone number. And that's 2258. And my full name is Tony Barca. There you go. Okay? Yeah, I'm taking Zelle again because, you know. All right? There you go. So hopefully you got that. Yeah, I have right here. Okay, so all right. Yeah, Lady Soul, just let me know when you have. And let me see here. And I'm trying to find your numbers. Sharon, I'm trying to find your numbers. Let me see. Okay, let's see here. All right, so you guys listen up, okay? I'm going to give you November. Oh, so Marie Antoinette was a Scorpio. So we're going to do Marie Antoinette, okay? The French Queen of France, most famous for Let Them Eat Cake, which was kind of fucked, but let's see why that happened. So she's 11/2/1755. Let's do it, girl. Let's do it. Okay, so there's no 9 to take out. Now, let me tell you something that's interesting. Did you hear me say this? There's no 9 to take out, okay? Now, the only people who I don't take 9s out are the people born in the 21st century, unless they were born on the 9th, 19th, or 29th of the month. But anyway, so typically in Kabbalah numerology, you do not combine the 11. You don't do 1 + 1 = 2. You usually leave it at 11. Oh, let me check real quick, Sharon. Hang on, let me log on. Okay, gotcha. Let me see what's going on here. Hang on, okay? Tony Barca 9, right? Did you do that? I didn't get your Venmo, actually. It's Tony Barca. Venmo is Tony Barca 9. That's all it is. Okay? This is weird because it's not here. I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, gotcha. Oh, great. Now, did you send me your person's date of birth as well? Because you sent me 19. Were you looking to do another person as well? Okay. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Okay, so I'm not going to say that out loud, okay, Barbara? So you are a 10. I'm going to add, but I didn't get the other person's, you don't have to give me their name. Okay, gotcha. Okay, my assistant is helping me. All right, so hang on, okay, let me look at it. Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All right, okay, let's do it. Ready, Barbara? Let's go. All right, let's do it. All right, so you are 10. I just went through it, but 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. And 10 is Isis Osiris. It's the balance of the yin and yang between the masculine and the feminine. And it's a massive, the Wheel of Fortune in tarot is also 10. And it's interesting, too, because if you look at the Wheel of Fortune, right, it goes up and it goes down. It goes up and it goes down. Now, what is it that you can do that would be best for you to do in terms of this energy of constant movement and wanting peace and wanting to be rooted in not in stagnation, but in not so much rising waves of shifts and change. And that would take the one, which is the sun. And the sun is grounded energy. They're telling me, I don't know why, but they're telling me that you need to do root chakra work with the sun. And I'm going to be, we're all adults here, right? I hope. We're all adults, I hope. All right. So when I say root chakra, I don't mean with your bikini. Just being real, okay? This is also good for men because it actually activates testosterone production when they put their root chakra to the sun. So 15 minutes of the sun is going to ground. Actually, this is good for everyone. But for you, that was the download I got. Okay, Barbara? So what I want you to do is work on that energy to ground yourself. And though it is winter, my love, I want you to make sure that you do it even through a window where the sun hits your bedroom or the living room, and you actually work on that. Does that make sense? That's number 1. That's 10. Let me go. Let me continue. And again, I'm not going to say anything out loud. Bear with me, okay? Let me tell you what so, hang on. So, your Cancer, bear with me. So I'm adding your numbers, okay? With the 9, right? Because we know we're adding it with the 9. And hey, guess what? You're 32. Holy shit. That's awesome. So 32 is communication. It's the gift of gab. It's the ability to move people. And my love, if you're not moving people through and communication doesn't have to be verbal, okay? Just let's be clear. Communication is something that you can do without words, through sound, through music, through art, through poetry, through spoken word, through architecture. I'm not going to give you a list. I think you can determine what I'm talking about. It is a massive karmic reward. 32 is a massive karmic reward. You didn't come in with any karma due. I wouldn't be surprised with your number and the previous lady who I did, Sonia, where you guys didn't come in as volunteers. I wouldn't be surprised, and you may be very pissed at me for saying it. You may say, fuck, I don't want to come here again. And my answer to you is, you fucking totally came in and volunteered. The numbers that I just got from Sonia and you are volunteering numbers, because so far there's no problem. And if I take out the 9, you're either a 23 or you're 14. So hang on for a quick second. Let me take out the 9. Let me see what comes up. And boom, you're 23. You and I have the same numbers. And 23 is the line of the Magi. And the line of the Magi is magic. It's like the line of Narnia. Did you ever read, oh bloody hell, the Chronicles of Narnia? You're that line. There's this magic that is ever moving with you. And when we have numbers like 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get slapped by life. You're having the human experience through the filtering of the 3D monkey mind. So it's all good. And you have to, it's asking for my whole phone number. Okay, well, I'm not going to put it here. Yeah, but this is the last 2 digits of my phone number right here. There you go. Okay. Or you can text me personally and I'll get it because I'm on my computer as well. Sharon. So does that make sense what I'm saying? So when we add, okay, this is going to flip you out. Sonia, I'm going back to you in a minute. Actually, I figured, let me do this. Hang on for a quick second. When we add the number, this is interesting, actually. I'm just realizing. I think it's going to be too complicated, actually. No, I'm not going to bring that up. What I'm going to say to you is that you're replicating. There are 2 things I need you to pay attention. Barbara, Sonia, you guys have both walked in with very similar powers. Okay? I would suggest you exchange each other's information because you guys could be sister under the skin. I'll say that. How's that? Okay? Because I'm being guided to tell you that. Same, Tony, to my members who you just know when you're a volunteer. It's asking for you. So let me know, Sharon, how you're doing with this. So is Lady Soul all handled? All right. So any other questions on that, Barbara, Sonia? It's interesting to me that you guys came in back to back. That's like fascinating to me. Like it's like that is not random stuff. Okay, not random at all. Okay. So could you post the Venmo again and the Cash App if you don't mind? So the Venmo is Tony Barca 9. Okay, and I got chills when you said that Sonia reached out. Yeah, no, you guys need to, there you go. Screenshot each other, girls. I want you to fucking connect with each other because that is not some random shit, okay? That is crazy. You both have similar powers. And you're both vibrating to the number of co-creating with the universe, communication, magic. It's all there, okay? So 32, going back to Barbara, 32 is all of that in a bag of chips. And 23 is, sweetie pie, if you're not where you want to be patient, girl. It's going to come. You might be a late bloomer for a reason. You might be a late bloomer because you had to. Let's go right into your other person, okay? So we're looking at Virgo energy, right? So let's do it. 30 is an interesting number because 30, hang on, let me tell you what it is. Bear with me. Is the loner meditation. It's very similar to the hermit. In energy, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing. It's not unlike the Four of Swords, which kicks your ass. The okay, Sharon, I'll take care of you. Hang on. The loner meditation energy of 30 is intense, okay? But then the single compound number of 30 is 3, and 3 is the balance between the ego and the soul and the body. Okay, this is somebody who is actually achieving. So this person's lesson in this incarnation is to achieve the balance between the soul, body, and mind. Soul, body, and mind, okay? And it vibrates to the planet Jupiter, and it represents a lot of idealism, travel, fascination with religion. It's a very optimistic number. It's a very beautiful number. So let's add his life path. Hang on. Let's do that real quick. Bear with me, okay? Just hang on. Bear with me. So let's look. Okay, so and 9 and okay. I don't want to say okay. So check it out. Check it. I love this shit. It makes me so happy. Okay, listen. So he's a 30, which is a 3, right? Okay, his life path number. I'm gonna do it again because I'm so blown away. It's 21, which is 3. So he's a double 3. Does that make sense? And 21 is the. Hang on. I'm trying to remember the actual term of 23 because it's pretty damn beautiful. It's the crown of the Magi. And it is pictured as the universe. It's called, it's easy. Success comes easily to them. So I'm going to give you a very intense example. Again, this could be a person who was molested, hurt, homeless. Okay. Oh, fuck. Who was this famous guy who was an incredible writer of spiritual work? Oh, shit. I got to look it up. Oh my God, I'm trying to remember his name, but he was a foster care child. And when he was a little boy, the foster care facility would take all the children that were first coming in and point him to him. Wayne Dwyer, that's the guy's name. Wayne Dwyer, okay? So he had a very unfortunate, you would think, unfortunate life, right? But then he turned lemon into lemonade. He turned lemons into gold. Because even at the age of 8, he would say, we have fun here. We don't have parents telling us what to do. We go to bed at this time, and there's food, and we can run around and play, and you're going to have fun. Don't worry. They knew he was the ambassador of foster care as a little kid. I'm not kidding. Look up his story. It's fascinating. So when you have this double 3, right, you might say, well, he's suffering. He's going through this, and he's going through that. The loner meditation is the energy of an introspective human being who is highly sensitive and is trying to figure out. It's probably a starseed. That's the download I'm getting right now. I'm getting the energetic download because of this person's vibrational numbers, and who hasn't been here for a while. Hasn't been here for 2,000 years. I'm not saying that's true. I'm saying could have, and came back and had to earn his feathers, develop gills to get into this new oxygenation of 3D reality. So I just did the numbers again. He is a 21. 21, like I said, is the crown of the Magi. We're going to remove the 9, and that comes out to 12. And 12 is the sacrifice and the victim. So his shadow number, this is why I call some of these numbers shadow numbers. His shadow number is 12, sacrifice and the victim. His power number is 21. The life path number is clearly 3. He's a double 3. Now I'm going to confuse you a little bit, and please bear with me. I was divinely guided last year to start adding the numbers of the day you were born with your life path number. I'm fully aware it makes no sense. But then again, why would I trust 3D logic anyway? So with that said, let me continue. So when we add 3, the day he was born, right? 2, right? Because 30 is 3. 2, his life path, which is 3, we just said. It's 6. And 6 is Venus. And 6 is co-creating with the universe. When we add your life path number, 23, 32, whatever, which is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8, and it's a shit show. It's karma. It's paying karma. It's paying karma that was not paid. So maybe I'm not wrong. Maybe he didn't incarnate for 2,000 years. Maybe you've been here doing all the work in 3D, one incarnation after another, while he was on other planets that were a lot easier, having a good time, and without the infrastructure that was needed to create men like Robin Hood. And if you get my drift, right, you see where I'm going here. And he did not come into this incarnation. He was always on the other side, and he never wanted to deal with this bullshit, right? But you did. And so now together, there's karma to be paid. Does that make sense? All right, Barbara, any questions? Sonia, any questions? Okay, Sharon, do you have my cell number by any chance? Do you have my cell number? Hang on.
Ladies.
Okay, anyone else? Again, yeah, Lady Soul, are you still interested? Okay, so let me check. Hang on. Did you... Okay, let me look at Cash App. Bear with me, okay, for a second. Just bear with me. Okay, let me look at the birthday lady. Okay, perfect. So I'm not going to say anything, right? All right, let me turn it over, okay? And let me go ahead and take care of you. And you sent me... Okay, you sent me your twin. Perfect. Okay, so Lady Soul, you're next. And then Sharon, if you have my cell number, let me know. If not, private message me, and I will take a pause real quick, and I'll give you my number so you have it, okay? Because, okay. So, Lady Soul, not saying your number out loud, but let's just say that you're 19, right? Which is 10, which is 1. And we'll explain to you what it means. 1980, sorry. I got to muzzle my mouth, sorry. And then your person, let me look at that. Wow, another great number. Bear with me, hang on. Okay, got it. Okay, perfect. All right, so let me do you first, okay? So you're 19. 19 is the golden child. 19 is the Prince of Heaven. It's the golden child. In Kabbalah numerology, 19 is a beautiful number. It's gift. Jesus Christ, who are you people that are coming to me tonight? It's like you guys are walking in like gold. Anyway, Prince of Heaven is this energy of everything is victorious. You may have to fight battles, very similar like the Six of Wands in tarot, which is you come in fighting battles and winning the war, that kind of deal. Hang on for a quick second. There is nothing wrong with the number. The challenge would be that 19 becomes 10. Isis, Osiris, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune goes up and down and up and down. But 19 in Kabbalah and in tarot is the sun. And in tarot, sun is the most favorite of all cards. It is one of the best cards you can get. So if I were you, on my screensaver, I would put 19, the card with the child on the white horse with the sun glowing behind him. Find a tarot image of that you love so that you can, every time you look at your screensaver, I'm being told to tell you that, so I'm going to tell you what to do on that, okay? Whenever you look at that number, whenever you open your phone or whatever, or you shut your phone, that screensaver reminds you of who you are and your power. Because when we take 10, it's 1. And 1 in Kabbalah numerology is the sun. The challenges are going to lie, okay, in the 10, okay? Let me add all the numbers real quick. Bear with me. Let me give you your life path. Let me do this for a second. I want to make sure I'm correct. Okay, so I don't know who you women are. It's like a fucking... You're 36. And a 36 is kick-ass. Why? Because 3 plus 6 is 9. And why is 9 God's number? Because it's a master number. And guess what? 36 has the same number. Yeah, thank you, Sharon. That's exactly what I need to do. Just contact me directly. 36 is the exact same number as 27, which is the scepter. Which is, oh my God, really? Your sun is in your 10th house? That's beautiful. So 36, just remember, 36 is 27. 27 is the scepter. Guess what? Listen up. 36 is the same meaning as 27. When was your twin born? On the 27th, girl. 27th. So we're already getting something that's telling us then at the very least is a high-level soulmate. Let's just say this, okay? But 36 equals 27, 27, 27. You can't make this shit up if you tried, okay? So you're both 9s, all right? You can't make this shit up. So now let me take out the 9 to see if there's any shadow numbers. No, guess what? What, Lady Soul, you're gonna, I hope you're sitting. Lady Soul, are you sitting? Because when we take out the 9 in the year you were born, right? I'm adding the 1, right? 10, which is the 1. I don't want to say too much about it because it's private. You are at 27, girl. You're 36 and 27. Who's your 20s at 27? So here you are 9s. Now, when you add 9 plus 9, what happens? Spiritual material conflict. And so your growth in this incarnation is to stop the bullshit and stop fighting your heart. Spiritual material conflict means this, but I should stay at this job. Well, it's not logical. Well, wait, hang on. It doesn't make sense. Well, what should I do that makes sense? Anytime you ask what makes sense instead of what feels right, the minute you say what makes sense, this isn't logical, you've just gone down the wrong street. And the street is dark. And you'll get even more confused. When you sit and say, what feels right? Is the timing good? How it feels right? Then you're going to kick some ass. So spiritual material conflict is your issue because 27 is 9, right? Correct? 36 is 9. 36 means the same as 27. Let's go right into your numbers with your twin to see where we're at. Any questions so far, Lady Soul? Is that kick-ass or what? It's kick-ass, right? All right, hang on. Let me finish that and I want to concentrate on Sharon. All right, so let me do him, or your twin, and bear with me. Bear with me. All right, so we got 24. 24, you got to be fucking kidding. 24 is love, money, and power, which is what? It's 6. 6 is what? Venus. What is Venus? Love. Connecting with love. How was the world, universe is created? Through love. Divine unconditional love. Love. Yes, very. And last time you mentioned 1010 at me and he was born on 10. That's insane. That's insane. By the way, the house I'm moving into is 1010 as well. I've been seeing 1010, 1212. It's insane. 441, 144, 414. It's insane. Okay, so he's a 24. Let's take out the 9 just for the hell of it. Let's see what happens now. And he's a 15. And what is the 15? 15 is magician in Kabbalah numerology. And what is 15? 1 plus 5 is 6. It's a combination of co-creation. What is 6 plus 9? Because your life path is 9. His is 6, right? You got that? It's 15. Yeah, you damn right you're fucking twin flames. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay? Because do you see how it all goes in a circle like a Fibonacci? Exactly, 69. And I'm sure, let's not go there. Okay, anyway, so any questions, Lady Soul, on this? Any questions? For real, right on. Right on. That was a hell of a reading. All right, so this is my number. Hang on. I'm going to give it to you. Sharon, I'm texting you right now. I just want you to see it. There you go. That's my entire number. Okay. Any questions? I can tell because I want to do a deeper reading, but when I look at this is like so in your face that, yeah, I can tell when it comes to this. Okay. But I would ask you more questions because you guys could be a twin flame. You could be a shadow twin. Don't get me started on that one. And you could be a twin ray. I don't know. It could be that, and I would need to know more, like I need to do a reading and this and that, but just based on the numbers, they're so tightly woven, and it's like a circle. You guys are circling each other. It's pretty powerful, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a huge indicator. Let me put it this way. This would be 50% of my reading, and then I would continue on to the next leg of the journey. Oh, I can't tell you that. Any babies? You're asking the wrong question. The question is, what souls would be attracted to you? And that's you going into meditation and actually connecting with source. And because believe me, there's a conveyor belt of souls wanting to be incarnated, but they're looking for certain things. They're looking for certain parents. They're looking for certain things to experience certain lineages and so on. Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions on that? Are you guys having fun? Pretty amazing, right? This is why when I do a twin flame reading, it's what I call a foundational reading. I do this, what you're seeing me do right now. Then I go right into an oracle reading to see what the message is, because it's about you. You should all go on my YouTube channel and check out the 9 levels of twin flame journey. I need you to listen to that. It was so much fun, wasn't it? And then we go right into the tarot reading, which I use like 3 cards, like a foundational throw and then 2 clarifying throws to see. And I ask this is the question I ask: why did they meet? What are they learning? What is the soul connection? And I've always, damn near 80% of the time, I get the answer on the spot. Sometimes out of 6 cards, I go, holy fuck, you gotta be kidding me. And I'm just seeing, and I'm getting downloads, and it's like, yeah. But I'm looking at numbers as well, and I'm looking at different things, and that you're noticing about angel numbers. Oh, I've watched that on YouTube. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, you're so sweet, Letty. Thank you. Letty's one of my favorite clients, actually. So, Letty, Letty's a special woman. And she's very humble. And I know many of you are very, very humble. And it's okay to be humble, but you need to be humble in your power, if that makes sense. Be like Mary Magdalena. If you were going to use an archetype of humility and power, Mother Mary is a good example. Mary Magdalena is a great example. Okay? Be like those women. They were very special. They are very special souls. Be like Joan of Arc. Make the impossible possible. Okay, like you find something. Like I have a medallion of Joan of Arc. When I was a little girl, I lived in Paris. I don't know if you guys know that. I was born and raised a lot of my life in Paris and France and so on in Europe. But my favorite statue, and I forgot where, I think it's Place de la Concorde, and there's a black horse, and Joan of Arc is all in gold. Pure gold. And I remember being a little girl just being fascinated by her image. I was like 10 years old, and I was just in love with her and with her story. In love with her. I didn't know like the stuff. Oh, thank you. He's so sweet. All right. So any other Sharon, let me know. Is all good on your end? And I'm going to cut it short because I forgot. I have a client who wants to do an emergency reading. So I'm going to cut it short. But does anybody have any questions on this type of numerology? Life path numbers. Does anybody have any questions? Because honestly, do you see how incredibly filled with information that is present, right? Oh, thank you, Rachel. You're so sweet. I'm very blessed. I have the most amazing clients. And all of my clients, I'd say 90% of my clients are starseeds. And I think that's why it's such a wonderful connection, because they all know, and they're all very powerful, and they walk in their power. Some in a more soft Kuan Yin energy, some in a Kali Ma energy, just beautiful energies of the feminine. Okay? Take your time, Sharon. And then I'm going to let me tell my client, give me another 30 minutes, please. All right, so let me let him know that I'm on my way. And then we're going to finish Sharon. And then I'll do it again tomorrow. If you guys would like to do it with me, or if you'd like to let your friends know, I will upload this video so that all of you can download it from YouTube. I don't know how the fuck to do it, but maybe you can do a screen record of your particular portion of your reading. So I promise you, I will upload this. So for the money you just invested, you're getting your recorded reading. So I hope that works. I hope it helps. Any other questions? Any other questions while Sharon does her thing? Oh, you know what? Let's go back to Marie Antoinette. Okay. Remember, we were going to look at Marie Antoinette, and she was born on 11/2, 1755. Okay, let me explain to you something very interesting about her. It wasn't that she was clueless, is that she was naive. And 2, in Kabbalah numerology, is the moon. Now, interestingly enough, 2 in tarot is the high priestess. Clearly, she did not have the ability to trust the downloads on a high priestess energy. Clearly, she was not vibrating to that frequency. Okay, does that make sense? But she was definitely vibrating to the moon. Okay, in Kabbalah numerology, 2 is the moon. Okay, and the moon is what? Confusion, unable to see clearly. And secret dealings. If you've ever seen the story of the necklace, if you've ever heard of that, it's horrible. It's actually one of the lynching pins that started the French Revolution. So let's go right into it. So I'm going to, unlike Kabbalah numerology, you're not supposed to add 11 into 2. Okay, but I'm going to do it anyway because I've done it in the past and it works out. So I'm adding her numbers and let's see what comes out. Again, she does not have any 9, so I'm not going to remove them. So she has one life path number. And what is it? 22. Fuck. 22, and this will surprise the shit out of you, actually, to be honest. And I'll tell you why. Because 22 is 4. And 4 is coming in. And it's coming in. And it's volunteering. Sharon, it looks like I just got it. Oh my God, you're so sweet. I just got it. Sharon, you're too much. Let me go ahead and text me. Okay, text me your DOBs, Sharon, so that I can do it. I don't want to do it publicly here. All right, so did you hear what I just said? This is crazy because this woman, Marie Antoinette, volunteered. Like you could say she was a sacrificial lamb. She volunteered to propel, I'm going to say this, the French Revolution. And listen to what it says about submission, about 22. It is a goal. Listen, this is huge. I'm going to read it from the book. 22 is symbolized by the ancients as a good man. She was. I loved her. I thought she was an amazing woman. A good man blinded by the folly of others with a knapsack on his back full of errors. You can't make this shit up. She came in completely naive, completely clueless, and came in and basically did everything wrong for the right reasons, for the greater good. You should read her biography. Like, the movies are good, they're fun, whatever. But read some of the best biographies on her. Look for a good biography about her because what she suffered is unfucking real. I'm going to leave you with a story and then I'm going to do you. So, love you so. Did you hear? I just said, let me go ahead. Hang on. But send me the numbers, Sharon, on my text. Here, let me send it to you. Send me your DOB. So it's not public. Okay, so what was I going to say? Oh my God, I just had a typo. Bloody hell. All right, sorry about that. So what does that mean, 22? It means if any of you were born 22, it's not a master number. It's a number of errors. It's a number of karmic obligations. It's a number of massive problems. And if you know anything about Marie Antoinette, you know I'm not lying. You know I'm not bullshitting you. Right? So, confusion. Now, interestingly, she was a very loving woman. She was naive. She was misunderstood. And I'm going to tell you a couple stories. Love you so. Did you hear? I just said. No, I didn't hear anything. Hang on, let me see. Did you previously send me your information, Sharon? Because I can't find it. Hang on. Okay, here we go. No, I can't find it. Hang on, I'm going to keep scrolling. But is there any way you can just text me on the phone? Any way you could text me, Sharon? Because I want to do your numbers right now. Or do you want me to do it privately? It's up to you. Yeah. No, but I mean, can you text me personally? Just text me on my text so you don't have to put it publicly if you don't mind. Just, can you text me? You can come right back. I prefer it if you didn't put it publicly, only for your own. Okay, you got it. Okay, no worries. All right, so we have April which is 4, 19, right? Which is 10, which is, and 19 is in Kabbalah, actually, 19 in Kabbalah numerology is, okay, gotcha, is, hang on, because there's a major typo, 1858. 19, okay, gotcha. Got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. I got it. So 19 is, let me repeat myself because I always get excited when I do that. 19 is the Prince of Heaven. It is a beautiful number. It does have some dangers to it, and the dangers are not big. It just, because it morphs, 19, 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 morphs into the Wheel of Fortune. And of course the Wheel of Fortune is a wheel. It goes up and down. It turns south, right? North, east, west. It turns directions. In other words, so you will have ebbs and flows of luck and what you might call ill luck or lack of luck. But you can transmute this energy to 1. So 19 in Kabbalah numerology is the Prince of Heaven. It's beautiful. In tarot, 19 is the sun. When you add 1 plus 9, it is 1, the sun. It is the most important sphere in the universe for us as a people. It is a very healing energy. It gives you a lot of clarity. Without the sun, we will not survive as a people. We know that. And so the sun is everything. And so right now we start off with the sun. Now let's go right into your life path, okay? Bear with me. 4, 1, 9, 1, and I'm not going to say the rest. Okay? And this energy, oh God, they always do this. This energy, okay, I'm having problems with my live. All right, sorry about that. I don't know what that was about. But this energy is 38. And 38, just so you know, is 11. Okay? And 38 is the same number as 11 because 3 plus 8 is actually 11. And what is 11? The muzzle line. Let me explain to you what the muzzle line means. Okay, 19 is the gift you were given. 19, the day you were born, which is 10, which is 1, right? The sun. But then you come in as this energy of 38, and I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure, okay? Because I don't want to make any mistakes. This is big. This is very important to me. So let me go ahead and finish. Bear with me. Let me do it one more time just to make absolutely certain before it is 38. Okay, so 38 is a challenge because 11 is the muzzle line. So now let's go back to the muzzle line. What is the muzzle line? The muzzle line is a guy. I'm going to give you an example of a guy who was raised in foster care and went through hell and ended up in a biker gang, and he is brash and bold, and he drinks, and he's popular with the women, and he's 6'4", and he's charismatic and magnetic. But guess what? None of that resonates for him. None of it. So you would say, well, how can he be a muzzle line? I mean, look, he's out there. Yes, he's out there catering to what people expect of him. That's a muzzle line. What he wants is this. He wants to learn yoga. He wants to go to India. He wants to go to Bali. He wants to do ayahuasca. He doesn't want this. He wants to find one woman, not to have 3 or 4 chicks running after him. He wants one. He wants babies. He wants to be happy. He wants to write poetry. He wants to play guitar. But none of that would make the people that are around him respect him. And so he, in that way, even though he's incredibly brash and bold and swaggering, you say, there's no way he's a muzzle line. Yes, he's a muzzle line. Because he's muzzled his true heart. He is not following his heart. A muzzle line is a person that has unbelievable power. See, the good news is you're a lion. The bad news is you're in bird's cage. You're in a bird's cage. And that is the magic. And for many of us, including myself, I was in a bird's cage and I was a lion. And so what it also can mean for you is that you are here to show people massive transformation and shock the shit out of people by standing in your light. I'll give you an example they just downloaded for me. I'm sure many of you have seen women in their 50s that are fluffy at best. I'm being kind here. By the way, I'm fluffy right now. Fluffy, right? Not in shape, needs to lose 100 pounds, and in 1 year and 5 months hits the gym, becomes a bodybuilder, looks like a fucking hottie, and you're like, what the hell? She came out of her Mary Poppins demeanor that was making everyone comfortable, but she was always a lion, a lioness. And one day she looked in the mirror and said, fuck this, I'm so tired of making people comfortable because I'm fluffy. I'm going to kick some ass and I'm going to be who I am going to be, a lion. And so it could be writing a book. It could be going on stage. It could be actually doing stand-up comedy. It could be any of those things. And that's the power of the muzzle line. When we add 1, which is the day we're born, with 12, with 11, right? Which is the muzzle line. It comes out to 12. Now, if you're not careful, this means sacrifice. It means you being loyal to others above yourself. Okay? And it means that you need to choose yourself for the greater of everyone involved. What does that mean? What does that mean to choose yourself above everyone else? In other words, to be selfish to a level so that in the end, everyone benefits. It means as long as you have lobotomized your passions, you might snap, or you may go into depression, or you may step away from people and not be fully available in all your light because you had to dim your light to make other people comfortable. When you actually go out of your own boundaries and you explore all the farthest reaches of your passions, being divinely guided by your heart chakra and source, other people will be admiring of your transformation, and actually you will make people want to be as bold as you've become. Does that make sense? And so that's what this is all about. Does that make sense? You will inspire others. So that's what this is all about. So the 12 is sacrifice for the wrong reasons. But 3, when you add 1 plus 2, which is 3, right? Now, how did I get that number? I'm going to go back. I added the day you were born to the life path. Why? Because I want to look at the shadows. I want to look at, okay, what else is going on? Because the 19th, when you were born on the 19th, okay, they basically said, what does she need? She needs, give her whatever she wants. But you know what? She keeps being afraid of speaking because she was burned at the stakes. Because she was William Wallace, Braveheart, the movie. She was William Wallace, and now she's not so sure about her. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about that in his book, Becoming Supernatural. How something was muzzled in him where he could not speak his truth, and he had a download of a past life in ancient Greece or Rome or whatever, and he was like at the kitchen in his home in Washington State, and that download freed him to become who he became. The Dr. Joe Dispenza we all love and respect. So they would have given you the 19 to be the sun. They would have given you the 19 to propel you into your magic. But then they would have given you the muzzle line so you could actually breach through the membrane of your own fears. Or other people's fears. Okay? Or jealousies. And so does that make sense? Do you have any questions on that, Sharon? Any questions at all? I want to make sure this makes sense. And I'm going to add something to it for you. Hang on for a quick second, okay? Because this is important. Because you're an Aries. We know this. Bear with me. Okay, let's see what you are as a Chinese. You are the year of the monkey. It's the 9th animal. 9. Born 1968, okay? And the year of the monkey are very agile, very adept, very clever. Very, very clever. Of all the animals in the kingdom, they're the cleverest. And they can reach the highest heights on the tree, right? Looking down at the lion, the tiger, the oxen, the dragon, right? I don't think there's any birds, I come to think of it, in Chinese zodiac. So the jealousy has been profound. Yes, yes, yes. The jealousy would be profound. And so I'm going to tell you straight up, I am not, okay, I'm saying this, I'm going to use me as an example because I don't want to put anyone on the spot. But I was born with a lot of power. And when a person is born with power, they walk, they're charismatic. People stop. And it's not, believe me, I'm no Audrey Hepburn or Liz Taylor or fucking Marilyn Monroe. Okay, it was never about that. That's why I was puzzled. What the fuck are they staring at me for? And it was like, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm not Sophia Loren, okay? So, but it's power. And it made me so uncomfortable and made other women jealous. You know, girlies, little girls, little bimbos, little Barbies. And so I dimmed my light by becoming fluffy. This is why I was always like 10 to 15 pounds overweight on an average, always. Because I never wanted to be my best because it made other people come. I thought it was the physicality. I never realized it was, and I don't mean beauty. I mean, maybe, I look good in a bikini. It was power. And at 14, 15, 16, 25, 30, but now I know it's power. It has nothing to do with your looks. And so when you dim your light to make other people comfortable, you are not benefiting. You are sacrificing yourself on the altar of other people's egos, and that is not okay. It's never okay. So what you want to do, my friends, and Sharon in particular, is to crank up that. In fact, you take a hammer to the dimmer switch so that it's irreversible. It's fucking, the dimmer switch is now broken. It's on airport lights, okay? And that's what you do. And you're being put under notice to find new friends, to find your goddess tribe, okay? Any questions on that? I promise you I will upload this. I'm really excited to do that. I love doing numerology. Love, love, love. This is my passion. I will never retire. Hypnotherapy, past life regression, numerology, psychic readings. I get excited. Sorry. Any questions? Any other questions? Sharon, any questions? Any of the other ones that I've done? Any questions on this? So as soon as I can, I'm going to upload this. I've got a couple videos. I had a live today, and we're good. Thank you, love, so much. I thank you so much. Namaste, Sharon. I really appreciate it. And I will do it again. And just take the sledgehammer to the dimmer switch. Find yourself your tribe sisters. We're not here to cater to people's weak, egoic realities. This is not why we're here. We starseeds are badasses. We're here to make some changes. We're here to escort this beautiful planet to the new earth, to 5D. We don't have time to kiss butts of people who can't even look at themselves in the mirror and ask the right spiritual questions. We can't. You guys are doing the massive work that most people, the average human being, will not do. You guys are badasses. So I'm just going to go and let you go. I'm going to send you so much love. I got to do this emergency reading. And if you guys want me to do it again tomorrow, hit me up. Leave me a message on any of my videos. I see them. I respond to all of them. And we'll go from there. Okay. Sending you much love. Namaste. Be well to all of you. Merci. Bye-bye.